What's up everyone, it's I, Red Raven, and welcome to our Tekkit Classic Tutorials. We are currently at the test site. This is a little facility I just built for these quick little tests or tutorials. Now, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to make a working gate. So this facility here, we need to be able to protect it. Now, we have a little fence here, some guard posts, but we need to build a actual gate to open when people who are approved to come in. So let's get onto that. What we're going to be using is frames and frame motors. So let's see. We're going to make frames. We're going to need some motors. Now, frame motors are going to be powered by bluetricity. So what we're going to need is solar panels. Now the kind of solar panels that you're going to need to make is these ones right here. Alright, these right here are a completely different one for a different mod pack. Different mod. So what we're going to do is we're going to just push R above this. So in order to make this, you need one blue alloy ingot and surround that by blue doper wafers. Now those are made by putting in an alloy furnace a silicone wafer and some nickelite. And then that is made by using a silicone biole with a diamond handsaw. And those are made by 8 pieces of coal, 8 pieces of sand inside an alloy furnace. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, so we made ourselves a battery box, which is storing the bluetricity. Now the battery box is connected using the blue alloy cable connected to all the solar panels. So, do we really need all those? No. But I just like to fill this up really quickly. Now, so as I said, we're going to need some blue alloy cables. So I'm going to show you how to make those as well. Blue alloy cables are made by, sorry, hold on one second. Alright, those are made by 6 pieces of wool on going both sides like this, with blue alloy ingots going down the middle, and that makes 12, which is more than enough for what we're going to use. Another thing that we are using is the battery box. Now, do not get this mixed up with the bat box. Once again, two different things. This stores actual energy. This stores bluetricity. Okay, so now that we got those pretty much signed, we're going to need these frame motors. Frame motors are made by 5 pieces of iron, 2 brass ingots, blue alloy ingot. Brass ingots are made by putting a piece of tin, a few pieces of copper inside an alloy furnace. And as for the motor, blue electric motor, that is made by 6 pieces of iron, 2 copper coils, blue alloy ingots. Copper coil is made by some fine copper wire, 1 piece of iron, 4 pieces of iron bars. And the fine copper wire is also made by getting a piece of copper and a diamond draw plate, just shaving that away. And then you get some copper wire. The diamond draw plate is made by getting a diamond panel, surrounding that by iron panel strips. Alright, so now that we got those out of the way, we're also going to need support frame. Support frame is a piece of brass ingot, surrounded that by sticks. So what do these do? So the frame motors are going to actually be moving the motors. The frame motor is going to be moving the frames. Now the frames, these will connect to the ground, which is what we need to avoid. So we need to make these not be able to connect or touch any other blocks. Now how we're going to do that is we are going to use covers. So for this, we're going to make, let's go with some basalt brick covers. Sound nice. Alright, so now that we got the covers, we're also going to need, let's see here, that should be good enough for now. So, we're going to come over here. Now, as I said, we're going to make the gate pretty much right here. So, in reality, we're going to need 3 frames going over. Now we're going to do that here in the middle. Now what we're going to need to do first is break this right here that we have. And I'll explain here in a minute why. So we're just going to pop these out here. Need to break this side as well. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to break these here. Let's just fix this piece just because we can. Alright. So we're going to bring 1, 2, 3 like that. And we're going to make this... Okay, so 2 should be enough because we're going to be bringing this down and then up. So we're going to do this. Now we need to actually put a motor in. Now the motor itself normally we put in next to this. So let's put the motor right here. But before we do that, we're going to need to put in the covers. So what you're going to want to do is just slap covers all along every single faceplate of this. This is going to avoid it from touching the other blocks. Now, when one of these touches another block, such as, let's say, this, for example, right here, what that's going to do is it's going to act like it's holding this entire wall. And we do not want that. Because, one, this won't move, and it's going to stop the door from working. So now we got this here. We're going to need to, as I said, finish putting these covers on. So let's just cover, 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 cover. And does that sound good? Yes. Alright. I don't remember if we actually got the bottom or not. Yes, we did. Alright. So slap those along here. Okay. So this is going to be the gate. At this point, we can now use our motor. So we're going to slap the motor here. We're going to break this piece for a moment just to make sure. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is, one, make sure this spinning dial is on this side. Okay. So if you're playing with this, you're going to want to make sure you see the blue dots and red facing away from the actual gates. Alright, so because on the opposite side, let me show you, it's going to be this. This is what's going to actually be moving the blocks. Now there's also a directional arrow. Now unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see this arrow. So how we're going to know which way is correct is if we throw this here. Okay. Let's do it on the side so we can show you accurately. Alright, so as you can see, when this arrow right here, this little line is pointing in the up direction, it's actually making the blocks go down. So, what we're going to want to do is, if this side right here is making this go down, we're going to want to do the same thing to the other side, but making it go up. So, how we're going to do that is, we're going to face here. Hold on. Alright. Now, it's on the opposite side, but as you can see, the arrow is still facing up direction. So, we're going to need to turn that. Now, we're going to do that by using a screwdriver. You can either use a sonic screwdriver or a screwdriver. Now, we're just going to use a basic screwdriver for now. Screwdriver is made by one stick, one piece of iron. Pretty simple, I would think. Alright, so, get this, and then you just got to right-click until it turns to this. Now, if it's facing the wrong direction altogether, you can hold Shift and then right-click, and it'll flip the whole block around and give you the ability to turn it more. Okay, so now that we have these set up, so this one right here is going to be sending us up, this one's going to be sending it down. So now we're going to need to make our controls for this. Alright, now these are going to be controlled by redstone. So, we're going to need a way to control these by redstone. So we're going to come over here, break a little bit of this for now. We're going to put this here. Let's just break some of this a bit. Let's bring it back to right there. Okay. So we're going to need some redstone signal. So for this, a lot of people use redstone. I prefer to use red alloy wire. This is because it can go straight up walls with no issue, and it can send a redstone signal forever. Okay, so now that we got this, we're going to slap this piece here, and then we're going to break that lever just so we don't trigger this by accident. Okay, and then we can either keep it on one side to open, one side to close, but that does not seem very practical. We'd have to have two people, and I'm kind of cheap, so we're going to just send the signal over. So let's see here. We can do this to here, and then we're going to do the same to this side. We're going to go and put a block, let's just say here for now. Down this, like that, down here, through this, and then we're just going to bring this straight down and out. Or right here. Okay, so now that we got these set up, we're going to need to have the ability to control by a lever. So let's get a lever out. Alright, so we're going to slap a lever here. Now this might trigger that as well by doing it right there, but we're just going to put it here for now, just to be safe. Alright, so now we got those. We're going to put our bricks back here. Put in the floor. Okay. Now we need to set a spot above these where this is going to touch, letting this know to stop pretty much pushing it forward or higher. So we're going to put pretty much right here should be fine. Okay. Alright, now we're also going to need to send in some bluetricity. So, we're going to get our blue electric cable, or I'm sorry, blue alloy cable. Alright, so let's just get rid of that, throw some of these in. Alright, so what we're going to need to do is put in a block here, and then we're going to put one on top, where this output is. Alright, so now that we got that, we're going to break here. How are we going to do this? Because we need to have the blue coming in the back normally. Sometimes it'll glitch out where it doesn't work that way, so we're just going to put this here. Put a block there. This here, here, and then here. Alright, now this should be showing that's going in. Now, right here we can see that is not going in. So we're going to put a piece here. And we're going to... let's put a block here. Connect it like that. Let's put an extra row here. This should fix it. So we put a row here, just so we can get the output connected correctly. One more piece here. There we go. Okay, so now this come down, connect it, so we can get rid of this side. Alright, so that is making it where it's connected. This is not what I was expecting. Okay, so hold on. We got this, everyone. Just got a little confused on the wiring here, because we don't want to actually take it from the main line of power. So this here, and that comes up. Connect that down. Connect that over. Okay, so as you can see, we have power going to this. Now, I know this is a little bit sloppy, but we can always touch this up later. Right now, this is just a proof of concept. So, now that we have those set up, bring this part here up, like that. Perfect. Okay, so this right here, this side's powered. And you can tell by its power because these right here glow. As you can see over here, these are not glowing, so that means this is not connected. So now we're going to need to run some wire from here over. So this is our output. So let's put some wire. We can actually run it straight across. Like this. Now once again, we're going to want to put this coming in. So we're going to build this out again. Alright. And then we're going to break that. Just bring this out a bit more. Okay, so put this connecting to here. So we're going to need to bring this part out a bit. Put a piece of cable here, here, and there. Okay, so now this is all connected, running along there. So we really didn't need this extension. Oops, what did I do? There we go. Yeah, as I said, this may not look as pretty, but it's fine. It's gonna be working. So this should be now getting power, and as we can see, it is. So now we need to rehook up the redstone. So one way that you can do this is by putting some redstone connected or touching it on it normally. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's just put the lever on top for now. So one right here, and then one right here. Okay, so one lever's going to go up, one's going to go down. So I believe this one right here was the lever to go up. So we're going to right click on that, and our gate moved up. So we're going to stop that, and then we're going to push this one, and then this will go down. Now the one thing is with this, since we only have it 2, if we have it go down one more, this will no longer be able to control this because it won't be able to touch anything. So how are we going to fix that? Well, there's a couple ways we can do this. One is, well, hold on, let me just turn that part off. Bring this back up. Okay, so one, we can add another row here, but as you're probably expecting, that's going to cause a little bit more issues with this part. So what we can do is we're going to break this for now. We're going to bring this up one more. So we're going to have to break out those basalt covers. Now, once again, that's just going to cause an issue because there's blocks here and here. So we're going to break those as well. So throw these 3 in. Put a piece here, 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 like that. Alright, perfect. So now that we have this 3 high, we're going to, and this is also where we can walk in. That means this is as high as we need to go. So we're going to put in a block border like this, right here. Alright, and that's going to be able to, when this whole thing comes down, because this is only going to come down 2 blocks. So 1, 2. So this line right here will be at this level, which means this will be able to pull it back up. Alright, so we're going to come back in here. And now we're just going to flip these down. So we're going to turn you off, turn you back on. Now sometimes it'll lag out like this, and there's ways to fix that. You can get a repeater to make it keep going, or you can just keep toggling it. And now it's down. We can also bring it back up. And ta-da. Now, of course, you're going to make it where you're not wanting to see the this top part here. So what we can do, we're just going to build this here. this here. And we're just going to cover this up a bit. So let's make a little design. Why not? We're just going to get some gold. This is a rich company here. So we're just going to put some gold blocks in. And then piece here. And now that's him behind here. We can come back over here. Try and add to the thickness. So we're just going to bring that to that. And these up. Now, as you can see, we don't have this connected anymore by the cable, but it's still working. That's because these can hold power for a short time until it's used up. So we're going to just tie this up a bit like that. Bring the cable back across. So we're just going to do this. Run the cable over here. And then back up this. And now that those are connected, that's connected to that. Everything's back to being connected. Now, of course, we could try and put the cable up here, but sometimes you could disconnect that, so we don't really want to do it that way. So we're just going to pop this, pop that, and then we could either bring it up the front, but I don't like it that way because it doesn't look as nice. And then as you can see, once we have it coming across here, it doesn't like to come back down. We can just fix that by coming here and then back down, but it's fine however we have it. So if we have it like this coming under, that's still gonna work. It's just however you want to have that decorated, so this right here doesn't have to be here, and it still looks pretty decent on the inside. So we're just gonna do that. Now we're gonna fix this where we still have our little guard spot. Alright, so yeah, everything looks good. Now, the cable here, I think we broke, yeah, we broke that. So we're just going to throw our cable here. Put a piece of block there. And this here. Okay, so yeah, everything's back to being on. Alright, so now that that's all connected and powered up, now when people are coming by, you can seal this up if you want. So let's just flip that down and bring that down. And then as I said, if you don't want to see this whole section here, we can just block that up as well. Alright, and so yeah, that is how to make a working gate using frames. If you guys like that video, please slap that like button, and I'll catch you all in the next Tekkit tutorial. Goodbye.